Every year, around December the 20th, let's say, every kid around the Christian, or at least pretending to be Christian world, gets excited about Christmas, right? I get excited about Christmas. I'm 20 years old. I still get excited. It's a good time of year. Around about this time of year, October, or actually, what month is it? August the 8th, everyone gets excited about the new Call of Duty multiplayer trailer. Now, for anyone who's been living under a rock or in North Korea, the Black Ops 2 multiplayer trailer got released yesterday, and I don't know, I mean, I think that it's probably going to be one of the best ones yet. I say this every year, and to be fair, I think every year it does hold. I would say that in my personal opinion, every Call of Duty has got better from the previous one. And I mean, all of them do have their own problems. Modern Warfare 3, a lot of people don't like for certain reasons. I personally haven't found anything which I dislike about it yet, but who knows, maybe in the near future. But the point is, from what we've seen in the multiplayer trailer so far for Black Ops 2, I'm liking what I see. Don't know about you guys, but I wrote down a little list of stuff from the trailer which I picked out, and if you want to watch kind of a full breakdown thing, I'd suggest watching someone like White Boy or Woody's Gamertag or whatever. There's loads of proper full breakdowns on YouTube, but I'm just going to go through a few little things which I picked up on. So first off, the graphics were completely redone. They definitely do look a lot more shiny, a lot more new, a lot more kind of bright and appealing in a way. I wouldn't say that the graphics in Black Ops 1 were bad because, I mean, look at it, it still looks pretty good. This is top of the range kind of stuff. But it always seemed bland in a way. Some of the levels weren't really all that appealing in terms of what you would see on the maps, like the snowy environments, that kind of thing. Weren't exactly all that bright and appealing, but it looks as though they've redone it completely in Black Ops 2. Definitely does look pretty damn good to me. And as well as that, the head-up display has been changed quite a bit as well. I can't remember what game it reminds me of. Maybe Killzone, or there was a game called Black on PS2. I might be thinking of a different game actually, but the head-up display does remind me of another game. Whatever it is that it reminds me of, I like it. It's good. Now the killstreak system does look similar to the one in Modern Warfare 3, where you would have your 3 killstreaks down the side, and you would pick whichever one you want to use first. So, say you've got all your killstreaks unlocked, and you want to use your chopper before you use your dogs, you can just scroll to the chopper and use that before the dogs. Which was kind of a problem they had in Black Ops, where you had to use your chopper gunner before you could call in your Blackbird or whatever. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool that they did take that feature from Modern Warfare 3. And definitely there's a few features which I would take from that game. Specialist in particular, I would take as a way of getting your kill streaks, or strike package, whatever you call it. Now honestly, from what they've shown in the trailer so far, I don't see any sign of Specialist being in the game, and to be honest, I doubt that it is going to be in the game, because it doesn't seem as though they would want to do that, because they would make a big thing of it in the trailer if it was going to be in, I reckon. And it's more of an Infinity Ward thing anyway, so hey, who knows. Dolphin dives are back. Everyone is going to be happy about this, particularly White Boy, as, you know, everyone loves to dolphin dive around a corner. I completely forgot it was even in Black Ops until I played it the other day and thought, oh, dolphin dive, that's pretty cool. But yep, dolphin dives, and one of the main things I picked up on in terms of new features was this kind of sound beam tower thing they got going on. Now the clip shows a guy putting down this tower on a bridge, and there's enemies across the other side of the bridge, and what happens is this tower opens up and it starts firing off sound waves at them, or so it looks like. And it kind of reminded me a lot of the sound beam tower from Impossible Creatures, if any of you guys have played that game. Impossible Creatures is a real-time strategy game for the PC. Really old game, but really good one, really unique. And I'm not claiming that they took the idea from that, because loads of games have probably done this, and it's probably something which exists in real life anyway. But I just thought it was a pretty funny coincidence and thought I'd point it out. Now the flying drone thing is what I've got written down on my notepad file here. The flying drone thing, it looks like those Tycho RC toy helicopter things you fly around, which is like a hovercraft but in the air and just kind of flies around and shoots people. Like a mini version of the assault drone, I guess, but more mobile, more agile. I like the look of it. I can see the new kill streaks such as that and the new assault drone, like the big ground one with the cannons and stuff. That one looks pretty cool too. Riot Shield buff. Riot Shield buff is the single thing I am most excited about. Riot Shields are now going to be very much usable. What you can do is you can move them around as normal, but you can sort of mount them into the ground and use them as like a mobile cover point, if you like. So you can put it down on the ground and you can duck behind it, you know, clip over the top of it, that kind of thing. Which to me seems pretty damn cool. I've always wanted that kind of feature with the Riot Shield. And to be fair, if you had it so that you could shoot through the Riot Shield whilst moving, that would probably be overpowered. So they've got some kind of middle ground going on, which is fine. Now also in that particular clip, I think it was either that clip or the Soundbeam Tower clip. No, I think it was the Riot Shield clip. They showed a clip where the guy is aiming down the sight with his machine gun slash assault rifle slash Pyrotoz doesn't know anything about real life guns. Aiming down the sight, and it looks as though you get these little prisms appear on the targets. So like the Predator missile prisms that appear in Modern Warfare 3. I think it's Modern Warfare 3. Where you have the little targets appear, so possibly you can have these red dot slash holographic sights which actually help you find people. So, you know, maybe a partial counter to a perk like Ghost or Assassin, whatever you call it in that game. And it seems like people have been asking for some kind of counter for that type of perk for a while, so that could be pretty cool to see. Combat knife. Now this is where it comes into... I've always said that they do pay more and more attention as time goes on to what the community have been asking for. That was a nice little scorpion streak there. But people have been always asking for some kind of nerf to the knife, pretty much. Whether it be the range, or the way you use it, or whatever. It seems as though they've made it so you have to manually switch to your knife to be able to use it, and it's probably not a default on a class. Which kind of makes me think, okay, maybe there's another melee system in the game as well, because I understand why they put it in the game in the first place, because you need some kind of way of breaking a stalemate, pretty much. Let's say you get to a scenario where every player in the game has, for some reason, used up all their bullets and they can't get any back again. You need a way to actually kill people so it doesn't just end up as a stalemate. So melee kind of makes sense to be in the game, but maybe they'll have it so it's like in Halo or Time Splitters where you just kind of hit them with your gun a couple of times and that'll kill them. Or if you have the combat knife, it's an instant kill. Which is fair enough. Oh, and the class system supposedly has a 10-point perk system, or 10-point class system in general, where you allocate a point to a perk or a particular piece of equipment or whatever, and you pretty much spend these points where you want to, so you could have 5 perks and less equipment or something. So more customization within your custom classes, pretty much, which I like. I think is a great idea. Now the Tomahawk is back, everyone's favourite. I definitely prefer this to the throwing knife, which had a few hit detection issues in my opinion. Unscoped bolt actions. Now this is my second favourite thing they showed in the trailer. Unscoped bolt actions were always a favourite of mine back in World at War. You know, the Arasaka, the Springfield, Kar 98, whatever. Always were good fun to use, and it was a bit disappointing when they didn't put them in the original Black Ops. But now that we've seen they've returned, I'm a happy bunny. I don't know about you guys, but definitely looking forward to that. Now the final thing they showed in the trailer was multi-team TDMs. They show a guy doing a commentary over some team deathmatch involving the development team. And obviously they want to kind of push the competitive scene of this game a lot more, as opposed to... I think Modern Warfare 2 did have a pretty big competitive scene. No idea about Black Ops and Modern Warfare 3 though, but they want to get more into the MLG scene by the looks of it. And the whole idea of having multiple teams in a game at TDM, that definitely appeals to me. Coming from, you know, a long line of Time Splitters games, and by long I mean 3, that is something which I've always looked forward to playing in Call of Duty. So yeah, what do you guys think about the trailer so far? Anything which kind of particularly catches your eye, or anything you're not looking forward to? Let me know in the comment section below. And with that being said, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.